Okay, we're ready to start building. We're on step 1. It says use a pencil to mark the 4 booster tubes, and that's these right here. And we're going to mark them at 1/4 inch from either end. You should use a pencil when you do this, but the pencil is not going to show up well on the video, so I'm going to switch to a marker. And the reason we don't use a marker is because when we paint the rocket, the solvents in the paint is going to dissolve the ink, and then the ink floats to the surface. We're going to mark 1/4 inch from either end. Okay, now step 2, we're going to take our centering rings, and that's these right here, and we need to remove them from the sheet. So I'm going to cut the little tabs. Okay, so we're going to do this for all 8. I'll do that off camera. But the second part of step 2 is we want to sand off the little tabs that we're holding them in. So just feel around the outside with your finger until you find where the tab was, and just gently sand those off like that. Okay, we're on step 3. We're now going to glue these centering rings onto the motor mount tubes. We're only doing that for 3 of the tubes. The 4th one is going to have the shock cord on it, so it's going to be a little bit different. So first, get these rings over the edge of the tube, slide them back a little bit. Here we're going to take our wood glue. We're going to put a small strip of glue around the perimeter. You'll want to do both sides and walk this into that. And you can see I'm smearing the glue around to try to get a good fillet on there. All right, so we're going to do that for 2 more. Step 4, we're going to cut the 12 inches off of the included 8-foot section of 300-pound Kevlar. This is the 300-pound. It's the thinner of the 2 Kevlars. So this is the thicker, and this is the thinner. And we want 12 inches to cut off. And the easiest way to cut it is to mark it and then take your knife and come underneath and then go back and forth like that. That's the easiest way to cut Kevlar with a knife. So on the 4th motor mount tube, tie the 7-foot piece around the middle of the tube near one end and ensure the shock cord does not come undone by putting some super glue on the knot. So I'm going to tie a knot here. I'm going to cinch it down. Here's the hard part, is we want to put a little bit of thin CA glue, which is super glue, on that knot without gluing it to the tube. I just got a little drop and then just kind of move it back and forth to make sure that it's not going anywhere. So now that knot is not going to come undone. Okay, so now for step 5, and we're going to take one of the plywood centering rings. This is the 29 to 38. Now this is going to be really sloppy on this tube, but that's okay. We're going to apply glue around the tube and slide the rings, and don't pull it out. And slide that into the glue, and it's just going to kind of tack hold it there. Step 6 is apply additional wood glue to the forward surface of this plywood centering ring and to the motor mount tube, and then pass the shock cord through the center of one of the remaining centering rings. Well, we need to pass it through like this. We're going to apply more glue around here. We're going to put that ring at the 1/4 inch mark. So it's pretty slathered up here. I'm going to slide this up. What I might actually do is I'm going to cut a little notch for my shock cord because it's a really tight fit. Okay, so I'm going to put my shock cord into that slot. Okay, so now this will go to the 1/4 inch mark, and we're going to rotate this around. So you'll notice that the shock cord goes over the top of the plywood ring and then underneath the cardboard ring, and then we're going to pull it through, and we're going to push that up against it, and we're going to smash this up against that. Okay, that's step 6, and then on step 7, we're going to take the final centering ring and put it on the opposite end of the tube, and we're going to glue that in place right here. Okay, and then step 8 is to put fillets on all the centering rings. What we're going to do is just going to take our glue bottle and we're going to put a little bit of glue around on both sides of the ring, and then we're going to take our finger and we're going to smooth it out. just like that. I'm taking about a good chunk of that glue off. And we're going to do this for all 4 tubes. Okay, we're on step 9, and we're going to kind of wind this up and we're going to stuff it inside. You can tape it, or you can just stick some paper towel in there just to keep it from sliding out. And do it on both ends. And this just keeps that shock cord in there from sliding around, because we're going to take this and we're going to glue it into one of the motor tubes. And we'll do that in the next step. We're on step 10 in the construction of the Nike Hercules, and we're going to need these tubes, and they look identical except for 2 of the tubes have slots in them and 2 of them don't have that extra slot. The ones without the slot are what we need here in step 10, and these are the A style tubes. So we're going to take this one and then our motor mount tube, and this is in step 10. So this one has the shock cord in it, and everything's dry right now, so my rings aren't going to be sliding around, and that's the important thing. We're going to glue this into here. This right here with this cutout is the back end of the rocket, so that's where the motor mount's going to go into, like that. And it's going to be positioned, you see that little ring right there in the slot, and so there's a little piece of tube right there, and that's going to get glued right there, just like that. The instructions say put glue on a wood dowel, and we're going to put it in 6 inches. We're going to spread it around, and then we're going to put in glue on this end right along that slot. I always take the dowel. This is the end that I'm going to use. Here's 6 inches. I'm going to mark my dowel right there at 6 inches so that when I put it into the tube, I know exactly how deep I am. Then we're going to take glue and we're going to smear it on the end. And once you put glue on there, keep it rotating or it's going to drip on your table like that. Then we're just going to keep rotating it, put it into the tube, and slide it around. So I'm using this edge of the tube. It doesn't really matter much, but I'm going to put a little bit more in there. And I'm going to do it on the 1/2 inch. Now, this is going to be slid in, and I'm kind of doing it crooked so that I'm missing all that glue there, so I don't push all that glue inside when I get past it. And then slide it in. And I can feel it already grabbing up here, which is good. Make sure that that slot is cleaned out of any glue. And you want to double check that slot. Make sure that that centering ring is not covering it up, because we need to have that slot open, because that's where one of the spacers is going to go. What you want to do though is to check. You can look through the inside of this tube right here, and we want to make sure that there's a good glue fillet all the way around. And I had some Q-tips here, and I can get in here and I can just kind of spread it around. And then in step 11, we're going to do similar fashion with all of these tubes into the rest of the tubes. This one was important because this is the motor mount tube. The motor mount tube with the shock cord has to be in an A style tube. The rest of them, they're all identical, so it doesn't matter which ones they go into.